Do hashtags still matter in social media posts? Yes, they do, but their use and effectiveness has changed over the years. Hi, I'm Giselle Aguiar, digital marketing strategist, also known as the AZ Social Media Wiz, and I've been doing internet marketing, it seems like forever, since 1995. And in this short video, you'll learn how to use hashtags strategically to grow your brand, reach new customers, and stand out online. Let's dive in. So the original purpose of hashtags still stands: to group messages, images, content, and video into categories so users can search for and find content associated with them. It makes your posts discoverable. They were first used in 1988 on Internet Relay Chats, or IRC. In July of 2009, Twitter introduced trending topics, placing the most popular hashtags on its homepage. Today, they work with algorithms, and it helps show scrollers more posts that would be of interest to them. So how do hashtags work? Well, anything with a pound sign in front of it is hyperlinked, but they only work with letters and numbers. And as soon as you add a symbol or a space, it ends the hashtags. And they don't work with just numbers. So like you can't put hashtag 2026. It would be like hashtag New Year's 2026, or the number in front and then the words afterwards. And hashtags behave differently depending on the platform. So Instagram and TikTok thrive on them. X, formerly Twitter, still uses them for trending topics. Facebook and LinkedIn, not so much. Knowing where and how to use them is key to maximizing your reach and effectiveness of your posts. This is a classic cartoon from the past. Would you believe it? I still see people do this. So here's how to properly use hashtags with keywords and phrases. So yes, put two or more words together. I like capitalizing the first letter of each word just so it makes more sense to the human. But hashtags are not case sensitive. That means the capital letters, you can do all caps, you can do all lowercase. But for the humans, it's easier to read this way. But no, as soon as you put a space in between the two words, it breaks up the hyperlink, and only the first word is hyperlinked. And also putting it in the middle and not putting a space in front of the hashtag, the second hashtag will not work. Okay, so this is the way it should be if you're putting two different hashtags, with a space in front of it always, or put the whole phrase together. And you can create custom branded hashtags and use them to promote events before, during, and after. So at any time of the day, you can log on to X, formerly Twitter, and see what thousands of people are talking about or what's trending. Okay, some of what trends on Twitter may seem stupid, and sometimes it's breaking news, but sometimes they give you a gift and you can ride on the trend's coattails and spin your marketing message and increase your reach. However, always check to see why something is trending to make sure that it's not some crisis. Watch for holidays, observance, and awareness days that trend every month. Now, I publish a monthly blog post on what's going to be trending. So subscribe to my weekly newsletter so you don't miss it. Now, different types of hashtags. So you want to, before you start your hashtag strategy, okay, search for hashtags. From topics, keywords, and see what's out there in the networks that you want to be on. There are generic broad ones like hashtag success, okay, hashtag business, hashtag city, wherever you are, hashtag Phoenix, okay, Phoenix AZ, okay, that's a generic broad one, but for locations, it gives you a location. Then you have custom niche or branded hashtags. And if you're local, like you could put hashtag your city is broad, or you can do hashtag your city and then your brand right next to it. And then and that becomes a niche hashtag for you. Take a look to see how many posts there are. Look for variations, okay? The next big question is, how many hashtags should you use? Well, it depends on which network you're on. Facebook and Instagram, you have a maximum of 30 hashtags. Yeah, that might be a bit too much. On LinkedIn, there's no limit, but LinkedIn's algorithm now prioritizes content quality and relevance over metadata like hashtags. Overused or generic hashtags like hashtag business or hashtag success don't help much unless they're relevant to your audience. Hashtags are now a supporting tool, not a primary discovery method. AI-powered recommendations and keyword relevance play a bigger role. If you're over on TikTok, limit is 5. On X, you're limited on X by 280 characters per post in a free account, but unlimited if you have a pro publishing account. On Pinterest, you're limited to 500 characters in a pin or post or a board description. Boards are categories, okay? But you can use them, there it really doesn't matter. You can just use, you can hashtag every major keyword in your descriptions. YouTube, you're limited to 5,000 characters in your video descriptions, but not hashtags in specific. And so you can use them in titles too. Now I have a YouTube video that I've done, and I show you exactly where and how to use hashtags in that video. So it'll be in, the link will be in the description below. But all in all, use hashtags sparingly, strategically, and consistently. So if you create a hashtag for an event, you want to use it consistently throughout all your promos for the event, during the event, and then after the event, posting videos and pictures from the event. Relevancy to the post is key, okay? Don't throw in hashtags because they're trending just to get noticed. That's spamming, and it may get you banned or suspended from the network. Go take a look at what your competitors are posting and what generic topics and category hashtags they're using. Obviously, if they have brand-specific hashtags, you shouldn't use them, even though hashtags cannot be trademarked. I think of it as being ethical. Okay, so here's some final thoughts on that. So to answer the questions, do hashtags still matter? The answer is yes, they do. Hashtags are still very powerful and free tools for social media marketing. Use them for campaigns and contests. Launch a giveaway with a custom hashtag and start a challenge that encourages user-generated content. It's a fun way to boost visibility and engagement. They are free publicity and work when used strategically. Mix up generic hashtags with your custom branded ones. Okay, if you're local, you're in Phoenix, you put hashtag Phoenix or hashtag downtown Phoenix. You know, you just gotta, you have to use the hashtags. Plan ahead for what's going to be trending. Use a scheduler like Deliverit or Sendable. Brainstorm and research. Avoid irrelevant hashtags or breaking news trends. Keep it clean, focused, and authentic. Okay? Need help strategizing, researching, and brainstorming? I'm here to help you. Visit my website and book a free 15-minute Zoom strategy session. While you're there, join my weekly newsletter list. Before you go, like this video, subscribe to my channel. Feel free to comment below on which hashtags you use or if you have any questions, and follow me on social media for more news and tips. Have a blessed day.